It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
What? 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. That's to his tight end all. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
11, top. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
11, mighty. 11, gun.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this will have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Play action. Now it's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
180. 11, mighty. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. They start with a give to Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Shreds the tackle. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Bengals coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Formation for the Cardinals.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
6 yards.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
1-yard line.
2nd and a couple. Running right, here's Brown. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
12. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
11.
Here
we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Murray now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Arizona.
Murray going to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the Cardinal first down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Jones on the return. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
17-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Zone read, here's Benson. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Demetrius Knight from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. from the gun. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
11.
Now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
That is incomplete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
On 1, ready?
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Gun. Start. Right 80. Start.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They juked him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Murray now running left off the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Murray keeps it himself. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray delivers on a crosser to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Shamar Stewart. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Oh, that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
29-yard line.
A final shot now for Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I...
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys not doing too hot. Losers of 7 of their last 9. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And got his man, complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6th-string quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now in one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
First down, Cleveland.
Pickett sets up play action. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards on the play.
12.
That's good for a Bengal.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and 1.
An inside give, Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Stop.
Right back to Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Browns 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throw out wide, is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pickett. Right side to Watson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. Pickett setting up a screen for Jenkins. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep is Charlie Jones. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And across the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that one too wide and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Pickett. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Pickett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Prater's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
180. Right up.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chase incomplete.
12.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Here we go. 11. Hey, can.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Browns first down.
Pickett sets up play action. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And it's third down.
Pickett back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And a little floater there is incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 empty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a give to Brown. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the Browns getting set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Pickett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 3rd and 19.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd
Looking to throw. Pickett. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On one, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. 11, mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11 MT, 11 MT. 180. Place hot. Hot. Down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First down, here's Jenkins. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Pickett. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
13 yards. First down, Brown.
Back to throw, Pickett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
First down, Cleveland.
Now Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jonathan Hankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot for Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.